Welcome to the 11th episode of Civics 101. I'm Allison, a current intern at IssueVoter. Throughout the next 14 weeks, we are sharing 3-minute, nonpartisan, accessible explanations of how our government functions, with the belief that civic education strengthens both government accountability and democracy itself. Today we are covering primary elections. Primary elections select the candidates running for public office, determining who is on the general election ballots, and often shapes races before most voters even get involved. Before primary elections, party leaders selected candidates for elections, which led to voters having little influence on nominees and local reforms in the early 1840s. Different types of primary elections have since emerged. With direct primary elections, voters decide their party's candidates. With indirect primary elections, voters elect delegates who choose their party's candidates. In a closed primary, only registered party members can vote in their party's primary. Whereas in an open primary, voters can choose which party's primary to vote in regardless of party registration. In a semi-closed primary, unaffiliated or independent voters may choose which party primary to vote in, but registered party members can only vote in their own party. In a top two or jungle primary, all candidates run on the same ballot regardless of party. The top two vote getters advance to the general election. There are several challenges associated with primary elections, the most notable being low voter turnout, confusion over the process, an unrepresentative electorate, and polarization. According to the Bipartisan Policy Center, the turnout of eligible voters in the 2022 midterm primaries was 21.3%, with prior years' participation ranging between 15 and 20%. Some analysts believe that this participation, or lack thereof, was a testament to the confusion clouding primary elections. The hesitation from voters is also likely due to the fact that the United States primary systems vary, making it hard to know when and how to vote. In addition to lower voter turnout and a lack of clarity, polarization is also a main concern in primary elections. Safe seats, or political districts where the same party consistently wins by a large margin, also contributed largely to this shift. When one party is heavily favored to win, there are no reasons for moderate candidates to be nominated, pushing parties to favor the more polarizing nominee in order to influence more voters. Although primary elections may not receive the attention that general elections do, they ultimately decide which candidates appear on the November ballot. With typically low turnout, votes cast in primaries carry significant weight. As a voter, understanding how primaries operate is essential to informed civic engagement. When voters are informed and involved, their influence will extend past the ballot box and into shaping state leadership, their local community, and the broader direction of the nation. For further reading, check out our blog article on Medium, Primary Elections, Setting the Stage. Thank you for joining us for the 11th episode of Civics 101. IssueVoter is a nonpartisan platform that makes civic engagement accessible, efficient, and impactful. Visit issuevoter.org to learn more. Sign up to stay up to date with legislation and make your voice heard.